Hey there, fellow Factorians. Owners here with another episode of Seablock, and we left the last one on a bit of a cliffhanger, didn't we? We got to all these modules. We built a tech thingy. Don't want that in my inventory. Probably don't want that either. Gosh, there's so many things I can just get rid of. Here we go. We built some modules labs. We're going to pop these down, and we are going to research speed modules, which takes 30 of these. So if we were to put down, if I could possibly get close to 30, there we go. Beautiful. All right, we put half in there and the rest in there, and that should get us there eventually. All right, so that's speed modules, which then will allow us to make the harnesses. That's right. I'm trying to remember the harnesses, which we need, but everything else we should have. So we've got that. We have that. We've got those being produced. It is just these harnesses which are requiring this speed module 0. But we have these, we have that, we have that. We're okay. We're okay. All right. So that's rocket control units. Because when we get the speed modules, we can then start making rocket control units. I mean, I feel the need to do a search for advanced circuits. We're at 100 advanced processing units now. That is a good sign. All right. The previous episode, we were worried about production, but I mean, I'm still worried about production, but we are producing. All right. This obviously we're not using as many grindstones. I guess we're getting that 66% return, which is how. Okay, that makes sense now. How you can do the ratio, like 3 crystals, and get them all. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. The ratio is correct. If 66% of these are returned, you're only using a third of these, which is 1 for each crystal. Good stuff. So next up on our rocket parts is low density structures, infamous in vanilla for ruining bases. Due to copper requirements. But look at this, there's no copper. It is aluminium though. It is aluminium. Let's All right, let's bang one in. That takes 16 seconds. These take 30 seconds actually. So yeah, we'll probably want to dupe that, meaning at least once. So we'll probably want 2 of these as well. Low density. There it is. All right. At least, as far as actually setting up the infrastructure to produce it, it is very simple, isn't it? Look at that. We just bang that in, and we're away. Put that one in there. All right. So I don't really want to right click, copy the thing. Well, maybe it'll be alright because it's such a slow thing. Yeah, it is okay. Because it takes so long to actually produce, the numbers are quite low. Alright, let's say we want, again, what do we say? 100 rocket parts means 1,000 low density structures. Yes, it does. Wow, that seems a long way away. And copy you to there. All right. So between you'll make 1,000 low-density structures once you get the plastics and whatnot. Because plastic comes from like way over the other side of the base. Anyway, that's low-density structures. Moving on. Rocket engines, tungsten plate. All right, and 0.8 seconds. I'm not even kidding. 0.8 seconds. We don't even need any for the actual rocket itself, rocket silo. So we just need 1,000 of these. That seems pretty simple, doesn't it? Again, I'm assuming that we only need 100 rocket parts to launch a rocket, but I think that's okay. All right, rocket engine. Do we not have? ROS engine. Rocket engine, there we go. I was like, do we not have the tech for it? But we do. Of course we do. Tungsten plate. Give me a bit of tungsten plate, please. Tungsten plate. Give me 100, because it's pretty quick. As we saw, it's 0.8 seconds. 1 second, sorry. Yeah, 0.8 because we got the 125, 1.25 crafting speed. All right, again, let's get 1,000 rockets. Again, got to remember, and I know I'm going to forget this, we should turn off, we should reduce this number to much less than 1,000 once we actually get our rocket silo down and start feeding this stuff in. All right, last one is rocket fuel. Still waiting for speed module 0 research. Has that stopped? It wasn't 30 modules, was it? It wasn't 30 modules. It was 50 modules. It was 50 modules. All right, give me 20 of these. And every time I knew I was going to do it. I knew I was going to do it as soon as I did it. If I hit Q, it goes into my inventory, not back to where it came from, which is I find a little bit annoying. You can have that, and you can have that. All right, so that should be enough to get the speed modules going. But rocket fuel. All right, let's actually let's have a look at rocket fuel. We can probably unstar some of these things now. Get rid of these. All right, even rocket control units are basically done. All right, rocket fuel. Two things: oxidizer capsules, which require nitric acid and dinitrogen tetraoxide. We've made nitric acid before. It's not like super easy, but nor is it super hard. This though comes from nitrogen monoxide, which I think we've made. I actually think we've made this before as well. So I don't think that's too bad. Rocket fuel capsules. Dimethylhydrazine. Yep, this is the only way to make it. Monochloramine comes from sodium hypochlorate and ammonia. Sodium hypochlorate comes from sodium hydroxide and chlorine. Sodium hydroxide solution comes from sodium hydroxide and purified water. And so we can see there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps. And that was monochloramine. Monochloramine. This is still the first half of the rocket control capsule. And dimethylamine creates purified water, which we saw we needed elsewhere. Comes from methanol and methylamine, which comes from methanol and ammonia. Methanol gas we can make from cellulose fiber, which is quite nice. We can also make it with green metal catalyst. This is actually probably a much better one because we can make it all locally. And that is dimethylamine gas. And then we need hydrazine. And then hydrazine is monochloramine and ammonia. Now we did see monochloramine was used over here as well, wasn't it? It was. Okay. So we've got it. We've got it. Before I forget, let's get these harnesses, speed module harnesses. All right, how fast are these made? 7.5 seconds. Let's see what a right click does. It does pretty good. All right, was that a filter? Yeah. We're only using these directly, so there's that. Let's rip these out and return them to the ether. Actually, that power line should have gone there. All right, can I cheese that with one? I can. So now you're doing that. You are doing that, buddy. What's your craft speed? 1 every 15 seconds. Definitely be able to copy that one in there. And we're not going to use speed modules. Let's be frank. This is just going straight into rocket control units. Rocket control units. We are going to request a very small amount of advanced processing units. I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10 because we do not want a lot of them to be stuck in there. And then you go up there. There you go. You can have that one. Yeah, you've stopped because you're waiting on green circuits. All right, that's okay. And now you're away. I hate that. Let's move you over to there. Get rid of you and beautiful. All right, rocket control units. We need 1,000. Well, actually, we need more than 1,000. I'd be happy with 1,000 right about now, but we need more than 1,000. Rocket control units, because 1,000 will let us make all the rocket parts, but we then also need another 25. Not bad. Better build a rocket silo pretty soon. Again, no point building the rocket silo until we actually have rocket parts being able to be built, because that's all the rocket silo does. It builds rocket parts. All right, let's just make some room here. We're gonna need. I'm like, we're gonna need more space. We're gonna need a bigger boat. At some point, I should just use these guys to build the landfill. All right, I'm so daunted, but we got to start somewhere. So let's go with rocket oxidizer capsules, nitric acid, nitrogen dioxide, and purified water. That seems like a good one. Sodium nitrate. I feel like sodium nitrate. We've only got 200. Okay, we actually don't have that much sodium nitrate available. I thought we had a big amount of it. What makes sodium nitrate? Okay, it's only from the nitric wastewater. All right, we're going to leave that production alone. I don't want to be stealing any of that production. So let's not use that recipe. So that just leaves us with nitrogen dioxide and purified water. Nitrogen dioxide is oxygen and nitrogen monoxide. And nitrogen monoxide, that was used for something else we needed, wasn't it? Was this something we needed? Yes, dinitrogen tetroxide. Okay, so that actually works out pretty well. This is what we need to make. We need to make ammonia, which comes from hydrogen and nitrogen. We need to make nitrogen from compressed air. All right. How do we make hydrogen again? Purified water, that's probably not the quickest. Is there anything that only just produces hydrogen? There's lots of byproducts. Purified water probably is the best. Okay. All right, let's begin this frankly quite daunting process at this point. We need an air purifier. Yeah, let's get an air purifier too. We need. I'm just going to start here, and we're gonna just keep going down until we figure out what else we need. We need electrolyzer. We need an electrolyzer. Electrolyzer 3. Probably don't need a 3. Our production rates are going to be very low, so let's just keep it low. Quick check. We're 263 heat shielding tiles. That's nice. We got 25. We've got 50 low density structures. We got 1,000 rockets. I mean, they were very quick. And we've got 5 rocket control units. Things are moving along. All right. Let's go. Back to the start. Nitric acid, nitrogen dioxide. So we're making oxygen and nitrogen from the air filter, and the hydrogen we're making using this recipe, purified water. So we need to make purified water. We're going to need some hydro plants. Was that the best way? Was that the best way? Purified water. There's no better sodium hydroxide. We are going to be making some as a byproduct of some of these things, but I think as a base, which we'll use for a top up, this method, not that method, because we're doing the opposite of that. We're turning the purified water into those products. Now I'm confused. Where is it? No. This one. Okay, yeah. Hydro plant 2 will make 133 purified water a second. That's probably enough. Hydro plant 2. Sure. And we needed regular water for that, didn't we? Yeah. All right, so we'll get a... maybe we'll start it down here. But first things first, what do we got? We've got an air filter. Maybe I'll put the air filter here. We'll bring you up, and you're going into a chemical plant, and you are making... I can hear biters. There's some biters over there. Let's just kill off those biters so I don't hear them anymore. All right. There's that one. And then we'll need to come over here, I think, for the next lot. Look at those giant biters. I wonder if I can outrange a giant biter. I don't know. The answer is maybe. A solid maybe. Let's see what happens when I get the right tile. Alright, I don't want to go too close because I think they're probably going to be pretty close to our range. What about there? No, can't get me. Alright. Poor guys, they did not stand a chance. There we go. So, you are creating nitrogen and oxygen from compressed air. From compressed air, nitrogen and oxygen. Alright. Man, so much to do. So so there's our nitrogen and oxygen. Let's put some small tanks. Yeah, get some small tanks. I don't mind the small tanks. Where are the small tanks? Inline. Small inline storage tank. 2.5K. What's the difference? These ones must be 4 range. We'll go inline. 2 inline tanks, please. Apparently I already had a storage tank. There we go. Alright, why aren't you working? Because you're not working because I haven't actually given you a recipe. There we go. Alright, nitrogen and oxygen. Oh man, that is slow, isn't it? I feel like that is not going to be anywhere near enough. But here we are. Alright, I do need an offshore pump. There we go, offshore pump. We're probably going to need water for some other recipes. I would hazard a guess, but we'll see how we go. All right, you're making purified water, and we're going to have to clarify the saline. That just fits in too nicely, doesn't it? Clarify the saline, and then we can use this little tank here for the purified water. There we go. All right, 2.5K of that. Okay, so now we have that. We need now electrolyzer. We'll put that a little bit. Actually, I'm going to put it off to the side. Like that. Actually, that was too high. There we go. Right there. You go there, and you're making no slag. I don't want the slag. Slagless recipe, purified water, oxygen, and hydrogen. Okay. Jeez, now I'm beginning to worry about balance because we've got 2 sources of oxygen now. We've got to make sure that somehow it balances out so we don't produce too much or not enough hydrogen or nitrogen. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Can we? There we go. Let's recover this stuff now that it's done its job. Okay, so now we have all of those things. We have all of those things. What do I need to do to make nitrogen? I need ammonium, which is hydrogen and nitrogen gas. All right, let's make some ammonium. Hydrogen and nitrogen. All right, I'm gonna give it a bit of space because we're gonna have a lot of cables here. Ammonia gas from hydrogen and nitrogen. We need a red metal catalyst. Now, we've got red metal catalyst somewhere, don't we? We did some over here. I'm pretty sure we're going to need green metal catalyst as well. So I'm just going to copy this whole thing and plonk it down here. Except I am not going to do that. Because you are making... maybe I will do that. Okay, yeah, that'll work. All right. So you are requesting metal carriers. I guess here. Yeah, you're requesting metal carriers, and we actually have none in the network. I better make some. There we go. I can make 40. That's probably not going to be enough. Although each one makes... Yeah, okay. That's right. Each one makes 100. Each one makes 10. Let me put a few more in. We'll just get a few more running. That's probably going to be enough. All right. And now we have some reds and some greens. Beautiful. So you are going to request whatever you need. Greens. Reds 33, that's way too many. You are going to request 10 reds, and then out you go with passive provider. Yep, passive provider of the metal ones, the other ones. It's fine. You know what I mean. All right, so now we just need to hook up that and that. I don't like that. There we go. So now you are producing ammonia. All right, let's get another small. We might need a few small tanks, I think. We'll go the fancy ones, just to give us some more options. All right, pop on there when it's done. That is ammonia. All right, nope. That is ammonia. Why am I building ammonia? For this, that's right. So, ammonia and green metal catalyst makes the dinitrogen. Nitrogen di... Gosh, which one was it? We should be able to see ammonia and oxygen and green metal. This is the one. Nitrogen monoxide. Is that what I wanted? Nitrogen monoxide gas. Yep. And that is used for the dinitrogen tetraoxide. Gosh. All right, we got lucky that it was actually on that side. I'm going to join these lines up so that we do just have the oxygen feeding the one line. Apparently I needed another line there. And then we'll run this one up here into here. Doing that. We're going to need you to do that. And then out you go there with some carriers. There we go. All right. Got some more alien artifacts. We'll get another one of these coming out. All right. How are we going with... probably not enough. What am I limiting it to? Let's make it 100. Just in case we get a few of these. All right. But in saying that, we then don't have enough carriers, do we? Let's make some more carriers. Carrier Carrier. There's 100. No, that was 5. That was 50. There's 100. All right. And there's another 100. Okay. So we have nitrogen monoxide gas. Nitrogen monoxide gas. And that turns into dinitrogen tetroxide gas just straight away. Dinitrogen tetroxide gas from that. All right, bang. And what do you use for? Rocket control capsules, of course. But we also need nitrogen dioxide. Which one's nitrogen dioxide? I don't think we've made that yet. Nitrogen monoxide and oxygen. Okay, that's a simple one. Dioxide, nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide. All right. We need that, and we need that. I'm actually going to put one there, just so that we can use it if required. All right. This one did not need any carriers. No, it did not. All right. So that is the nitrogen dioxide. And nitrogen dioxide is used to make nitric acid with the purified water. Purified water. Alright, here's our purified water. Come up here, and this is going to be our nitric acid. Nitric acid from nitrogen dioxide and purified water. Of course it's the other way around. Why wouldn't it be? There we go, we'll do that. You can come up to here, like that. Beautiful. All right. Give me some piping, please. Piping, piping, piping. Nitric acid. We're in the money. All right. And bang, nitric acid. And that nitric acid is used to make a rocket oxidizer capsule in one of these. I think we can now do that, can't we? Because we have what we need. Maybe capsule, rocket capsule, nitric acid and dinitrogen tetroxide. Man, we made it. All right, that goes there, that goes there, and bang, we're halfway there. That wasn't so bad, was it? Let's limit you. Let's limit you to rocket capsules, oxidizer capsules. We need 1,000. Now I need to see what the ratio of these. We need 1,000 of these. So we need we need 10,000 of these. Yeah, we need 1,000 rocket fuel. We need 10,000 of these. Wow. All right. They're pretty quick to make though. Look at that. They're actually yeah, not bad. And that's kind of making it all from scratch too. So let's speed things up. There we go. Now we're at the limit. Okay. So next up is rocket fuel capsule. Hydrazine shouldn't be a problem. We've got ammonia here. Monochloramine comes from the ammonia. Well, that is a lot of ammonia that's going into that. Sodium hydroxide, sodium hypochlorite comes from chlorine gas. This is actually probably a better way of creating the yeah, we should be doing that, shouldn't we? Because it's also making sodium hydroxide, which we need for the solution. Otherwise, yeah, that's really what we want. All right, so we need an electrolyzer. We need a salination plant. All right. Salination plant. Yeah, get a fancy one. No. A regular one and another electrolyzer. Just stick with the basics. All right, we'll do this over here. We'll square off this area. And you know, I'm still got some standards when it comes to trying to make these look okay. All right, there we go. So salination plant. Salination plant. You can start here. We'll just tap into that one. I think we've. Oh, actually, I think the salination plant actually requires a fair bit of water, doesn't it? 1,000 water every 5 seconds. This is, yeah, that's all right. And you're using 150 water a second. That's fine. All right. You'll be okay. That's our salinated water. How are we doing for time, by the way? We're at time. We're at time. I mean, I could wrap it up. I think we'll wrap it up. You are then making chlorine and hydrogen, and our good friend sodium hydroxide, of which we need. All right, let's get you powered up. Yeah. All right, and we'll tie you in here. I'm going to turn both these into top-up valves because this is now we've got oxygen over here and we've got hydrogen over here, and there's no overlap between those two. So that actually gets rid of our issue of stuffing up the either nitrogen or hydrogen supply, which is good. It's good. So top-up valve into that supply. There we go. All right. But apparently there is no oxygen because we're maxed out on hydrogen, and we're maxed out on nitrogen, and now we're not making. Oh gosh. Oh no, it seems like we're still making everything we need up here, which is the main thing. Okay. So. Let's call it there. We've got the oxidizer capsules. Next episode, we will be doing the rocket fuel capsules, and I won't be recording this until next week. So I'm going to add, in. Gosh, I've now forgotten what they're called. Rocket fuel capsule. Okay. New quest. Rocket fuel capsule. And that is where we are going. Add to the top. Keep it. That's where we're going next episode. Wonderful. Let's minimize that. Keep that running. Rocket fuel capsules. That will remind us. And let's just have a quick squizzy on how we're doing. We got 600 out of 10,000 of those. We've got 160 of these. We've got our full 1,000 of those. We've got 325 heat shielding tiles and 5. You heard me. 5 rocket control units. What's going on? What's going on, buddy? Speed modules, insulated wire. Tinned copper wire. How odd. Let's fix that. That made from that. Okay. That's way too much. And 30. We're gonna have a lot coming in there. But here we go. All right. That'll actually get you operational. Do we have any on us? Yeah, a little bit. I should probably hit that with a fast stack inserter. Is this multiples? Yeah, it is. Fast stack inserter. There you go. All right. Might actually need 2 fast stack inserters by the looks of it to keep up. And then, yeah, you can do that. There we go. All right, okay. Now this should be a little bit better. Good thing that we checked that. Good thing that we checked it. Okay, but again, we're running a little bit over time. Not as bad as previous episodes. We're so close. We're so close to having everything being made. Not very fast, but being made. And oh gosh, I'm looking forward to it. We might. I think we can probably actually build a rocket silo. Anyway, let's get this sorted first so we can start stockpiling everything we need, and then we'll build a rocket silo, and then we'll launch a rocket. And then we'll see what comes after that. Thanks, as always, to my wonderful patrons, and I'll see you next time.